first speaker, Jack Kantola, joined Toastmasters for the first time in 1970 in Forest City, Iowa. Jack has belonged to 5 different clubs in 5 districts. He started the Tri-City Achievers Club in Orange County in 1981, and he's mentored several clubs. He served as an area governor in the Founders District in 1983 and 1984. He's also coordinated about a dozen youth leadership programs here in Riverside and also at the California Youth Authority in Camarillo. Fulfilling assignment number 1 in Speaking to Inform, the advanced manual, the Speech to Inform. The title of his speech is the Youth Leadership Program. Speaking 5 to 7 minutes, please join me in welcoming Jack Kantola.
Mary finished her speech and went and sat down. The look she had on her face was somber. She kind of looked down, kind of like I do when I figure I've blown something totally. When I got up to do her evaluation, I said, "Mary, you have an incredibly nice speaking voice." Mary looked up at me, her posture got great, a huge smile went on her face, and she said, "Really? I do?" I said, "Yes, you do." That was in a youth leadership program then in Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters a number of years ago. Mary continued through that program, and she improved incredibly during that 8 weeks. And on the 9th week, when we had our celebration to demonstrate to parents what we had accomplished, she said, "I'd like to do a speech. I'd like to do a speech. Can I do a speech?" Today, Mary is a partner in a CPA firm in Monterey, California, and doing very well. A few years ago, I had a chance to speak with Mary, and during our conversation, she brought up the youth leadership program and what she had learned during that program. I think Jim may have been there as an assistant coordinator, as a matter of fact. Youth leadership is an opportunity for Toastmasters to share what we've learned with teenagers in the community. It's for teenagers. It's a program that consists of 8 weeks. In my programs that I did, I added one more week for the teenagers to demonstrate to their parents what they had learned. The program follows or provides, Toastmasters provides a manual for the participants called the Youth Leadership Program Manual workbook, and in it, and considerably improved from when I did it, by the way, Susie. They provide information about speaking, about how to do speeches, how to do chairmanship within a club. So essentially a Toastmasters or Youth Leadership Program is like a Toastmasters club, and it's intended to be a teenage or participant-run meeting. So what happens is you begin in the first couple of weeks with the Toastmasters doing most of the work, and then you very quickly, within a couple of weeks, have the teenagers running the meeting for themselves completely. Now what I did was, and this one talks about parliamentary procedure or meetings. In the old days, they used to have us have a president and everything else in the club. And what I did was I would ask them if they wanted to have a celebration at the end. I wouldn't tell them, I would ask them. And they could decide. And they always said, yes, why not? Who would not want to have a celebration? They wanted to have a celebration. So I would have them form a committee, and they would vote on what they were going to do. Of all of the times that I did that, when I got in the car on that night to go to that celebration with my wife, I would mention to her, I have no idea whether it's going to be there or not. I didn't have a clue. And 100% of the times the thing was well planned, well coordinated, well executed, never had a problem. It just demonstrated to me what these teenagers were capable of. What they can do if we as adults let them do it. They not only learn how to speak and how to communicate and how to be able to get their thoughts across, but they learn how to run things. It was always interesting when they said, yeah, we want to do it in a restaurant. I would say, okay, that's fine, just make sure that you pick a restaurant that most of the people within the organization can afford. And then they'd say, Mr. Kantola, would you call them? And then my reply always was, I don't do calls. You call them. Then I would, one of the suggestions I had is collect the money in advance. A good suggestion, by the way. So they would come to me with this wad of money and said, would you hold this money? My reply was, I don't hold money. You take care of it. I never called to follow up. I never made sure or checked up on them. They did it. They did it every time. So I'm telling you that in this youth leadership program, it's an opportunity for us to be able to demonstrate, to be able to let teenagers demonstrate what they are capable of doing if we get out of their way. So I'm encouraging you that it's a program that will bring you rewards beyond your own belief. One of my favorite things from all of the Toastmasters or youth leadership programs I did was this card, small card that I got from one of the groups. And they colored in all of their faces and signed them. I'm going to put it on the table over there afterwards and you can go and take a look at it. Now we have a special opportunity right now because Miss Susie Doran is conducting a youth leadership in Redlands on Tuesday afternoons from 2 to 4. If you have an interest, there's an opportunity for a few of us to participate in that program. To be able to go and see what it's like, but also contribute something in relation to how it's done, how we work, evaluation, table topics, all that sort of thing. So if you have an interest in doing it, contact Susie. She's probably got room for a few of you. Try it. Youth leadership is an incredible program that will bring you rewards that follow for years and years to come. Madam President.